Good morning, St. Johns County. How is everybody doing today? We have quite a show on deck. Very excited to be here. Of course, he's finer than frog's hair, and our nominee of Dad of the Year of St. Augustine 16 times over. I'm joined with my co-host, Troy Blevins, in the house. Woo-hoo-hoo! Amazing. And the man behind the curtain. We always have to give blessing and praise to Mr. Rick. How you doing, Rick?
Good morning, my brother. How are you?
Doing fabulous.
Yes, sir.
So on the docket today, we have flags, fingers, and fields we're going to be talking about on this Weird News Wednesday. Very excited to jump into it. But first news story we're going to get into is Big Pharma pays up. St. Johns County scores a second win for sobriety. I believe probably Epic Behavioral Healthcare is involved with that headline. The next one is Give Old Glory a proper farewell. No, not a Viking funeral. Use this Dropbox, says St. Johns County. And our third story is the Weird News Wednesday story. When your cooler's handle is cooler at finger amputation than chilling beverages. Bring the ice, but watch your fingers, Troy. I'm telling you, that story is going to take your breath away.
I'm so confused.
And finally, we'll round it out today with some exciting things and some exciting updates with Solomon Calhoun Community Center. They're doing some great things with turf down there. We'll get into that. And that's, I know, a big labor of love project that you've worked on over the years.
Yeah.
But
Greg White and I did that many years ago.
Oh, Mr. Greg, really?
Yep.
That's awesome. Well, we'll get into that and celebrate that story and more with, but before we do that, we have to give praise to Bozard Ford Lincoln. They've kicked off their 76 years serving St. Augustine in Northeast Florida. For 3 generations, their team and dealership have grown to meet the needs of this great community. The Bozard campus at I-95 and State Road 16, we know because the big, beautiful, bold American flag is right there. Always full with inventory with Ford and Lincoln, along with a great selection of pre-owned vehicles of all makes and models in the area. We love the state-of-the-art service departments, quick lane for express service, and parts and accessory shops that can take care of all of your needs during the time you own your vehicle. No visit to Bozard is complete without a stop at Ford's Garage and enjoy the 904 Now Burger. You at least have to take it to go because it is a delicacy. It's incredible. From delivery of your new car to your own driveway to mobile service of your fleet of company vehicles or anything in between, the team at Bozard Ford is ready to meet your needs in a way that is designed exclusively for you. Just let their family take care of your family. They're Bozard Ford Lincoln, and they're driven to inspire. Yeah. All right, Florida Man Games, baby.
Well, Bozard's a major sponsor of Florida Man Games.
Yeah, what are they sponsoring at the
They are
games?
sponsoring the lawnmower race, which is going to be not just hosted by, but it's going to be commentated by Jeffrey Earnhardt, NASCAR family royalty.
Legendary moment. That's super exciting. The Bozard going to be down there at the Florida Man Games. It returns for another unforgettable showdown on March 1st, of course, this year. St. Johns County Fairgrounds this time. Bigger, bolder, better, and crazier. More Florida than ever. Think that you've got what it takes to be crowned the ultimate Florida man or woman. It's time for you to prove it. I know Pete's going to be down there selecting people out of the crowd to represent some major cities and a fan favorite events like Florida Sumo or Evading Arrest Obstacle Course. They're all back. Plus, we just talked about it, the high-stakes lawnmower races. This will be hosted by NASCAR driver Jeffrey Earnhardt. This is an epic moment. Watch Earnhardt fire up the competition, sign autographs, hopefully, and maybe jump into the action. This is going to be so cool. Expect new jaw-dropping events, surprise guests, and energy like no other. This is amazing. And Pete's been working on this. This whole team's been working on this for over a year. Very excited. Round 2 is up. Go to the FloridaManGames.com. Get yo tickets, baby. They are going to be the least expensive right now because on game day, it's going to go up. if they're going to be sold out, who knows, right?
Yeah, that's right. It's going to be a wild, wild day.
Yeah, so I'm excited.
Saw Pete yesterday afternoon. He's just so excited and amped about it. So
that's great. I know, new surprises every day. There's always like some new announcement. It's exciting. And I'm happy to see the teams rallying. You watching Cooter Commandos and Hanky Spanky?
Oh, they're getting after it.
It's going to be good. It's going to be it's one heck of a rivalry, right?
Yeah. So.
All right, well, shout out to Great Expectations, Lux, Japanese Head Spa, Fidus Roofing, BHF Insurance, St. Augie's Pizza, Sheba Hut Toasted Sub, St. Augustine Handy House, and Chris Lucero Bail Bonds, in which we will talk about a little bit later. But Troy, do you have a question of the day, sir?
First, you asked me how good I'm doing. I'm doing great on this Wednesday.
I did, actually, in the beginning part, but you don't ever pay attention when I'm talking, so you actually
you just gave me a woohoo.
Well, I mean, that was enough. People can read the
woohoo.
Woohoo. People can read the woohoo.
The woohoo.
Thank you, Rick. Thank you for being my attorney in this occasion.
Oh, Rick, turn it on me, huh?
No.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, right. I know. The pressure.
Sorry, actually, it's not a woohoo thing,
yeah.
baby.
So great. Troy, how are you?
I got more secrets on Rick.
That makes me nervous. How are you doing, Troy?
Actually, on this rainy Wednesday, I haven't done the weather yet, but it's still beautiful.
It's hump day.
We're here.
It's hump day.
We're here.
That's perfect. Stay inside and, clean.
Rick, you're good in there, right?
Absolutely.
All right.
Fabulous.
All right. Question of the day.
Yes, sir.
Because I need to feel everyone's mood before I ask this question.
Okay.
All right? Because I want people to be in the right headspace.
State of mind. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. What is your spirit animal?
Oh.
We can't ask this when
Pete would not.
No Huggy Pete is here.
Yeah. No.
So what is your spirit animal?
I mean, it's like, well, I would have a hybrid, or you have to pick one animal. I guess I could pick one. A unicorn, obviously.
Unicorn.
Yeah. Hello.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, would your unicorn have wings?
Yep.
It's like a Pegasus / unicorn.
Right. Yes. And a huge horn.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I've heard. Congratulations.
Huge. It'd be that would be my name, but it'd be French. Hornet. Hornet is gay.
Yeah. Rick, what about you?
I was gonna go frog because my great grandma left me a lot of like little frogs when she passed away, and I just collected them and always was drawn to them. But now I'm gonna go turtle because me and Maya and all the kids, if we see a turtle on the road, we pull over and we try to grab it and put it out of the way.
Oh, that's nice.
We've channeled turtles. We like sea turtles. Yes, turtles are our thing.
I always wondered who the person was that pulled over and does that.
Yeah,
I'm one of them. Sorry.
Yeah.
And
welcome. Have you ever tried to move one of those snapping gator turtles?
Dude, yes. And I learned quick on how to do those.
Yeah.
From the back.
Tail.
You got to get them by the tail and just drag them.
Drag them. Yeah, dude.
Have you ever encountered?
I've encountered, but I don't mess with it.
Yeah, that's one of the most
they're not
prehistoric looking creatures.
You nailed it. They're like little dinosaurs.
Yeah.
They hiss and they're just mean.
Oh, you can lose a finger with one of those bad boys.
I know. And Gucci, the baby, she'll so curious about everything. Has to go. I'm like, good luck on that one, sister. Yeah, you're paying that bill,
Help
right?
yourself.
I'm not that rich for the vet. Yeah.
Get a job.
How about yours, Troy?
I think I was, I think your spirit animal changes as you get older. I think I've now evolved myself into an owl type situation. But at one point, I think I started off.
You just want to go to Hooters.
Hooters.
He
does love Hooters. Hooters. And I love Cooter.
That's perfect. That's perfect Florida branding right there.
Yeah. But I think I started off like as a ferret.
Oh,
now I've evolved myself
Feral
into
ferret. Yeah.
I thought those are so cool when I was young.
Yeah. Oh, the smell.
Yeah.
There's something funky with the smell. You don't smell bad, but there's something funky with the smell of a ferret. You know what I mean? Like they've got that stale oil smell or something.
I've never been around a lot of ferrets, but it's
that and guinea pigs. I had a guinea pig growing up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Timmy, Guinea.
Timmy, and he had a heart attack because he got a seed stuck in between his teeth. One morning I woke up and Timmy was gone. Shame. Anyway,
You must have took care of him. That's low stress to have a heart attack. There's something stuck in my tooth.
Thanks, Debbie.
Yeah, Deborah Downer. Well, speaking about a downer, talk about a quick check of the weather, Troy. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I might have. No, it was. It's awful. It's gross out there.
It is gross, right?
So hopefully it only lasts a day, though.
But I can give you some great expectations. They can sell your home, business, and everything in between. Check them out today at geauction.com or gerealty.us. Got to give a good shout out to Hastings Main Street because Great Expectations is tied in with this. We're going to be doing a Kiss the Pig contest coming up at the Cabbage Bacon Potato Festival. So it's going to be a fun. We're going to go against the sheriff who's going to kiss the pig. You can find out more details at Hastings Main Street Facebook page.
Yeah.
But now we hit the streets with our 904 Now Traffic team. What's going on in St. Johns County, buddy?
Troy wasn't lying.
Oh.
It's raining.
Slick Rick out there.
It is. Give yourself a little bit of extra time to get where you're going. No reported accidents or anything, but on my way, at least, everybody was moving pretty slow.
So give us some tips on driving in the rain. Like, how far apart should you be?
A little bit further than typical. I think it's a 3-second rule if you're going over.
Okay.
Don't take my words, but my grandma taught me something I didn't know. You don't use your cruise control in the rain.
Oh, right. That wouldn't be good.
You can hit a puddle and your car will think you're not somewhere or you really are. And
my mom would say, hydroplane over the median.
Yeah, don't do that.
How often do you use your cruise control? I don't go on the highway a lot. So
if I go on the highway, yeah. I mean, if it's a long thing.
I do it often, actually.
Okay.
And I'm also a very good speeder. I have good speeding tickets on my record, so I try to just see what the speed limit is, go a couple miles over that, and just hold it tight there.
Yeah, I try to hold it tight at like 5 miles over, 7 miles over the speed limit. Yeah.
In the right lane. That's my traffic pet peeve. If you're not passing anybody and you're not even going the speed limit, get out of the left lane, please.
Get out of there, stinker. Yeah. I like that. That's a good.
And I say that nicely. You're not number one.
So what about hazards in the rain? What's the rule on that?
No.
That's an un-Floridian thing. That's something out of
That's a no. But pizza flash. He puts his flashers on. That's what he tells people. Does
he really?
Yeah, and I'm a hard no on that.
Yeah.
If you have to do that, you should not be driving.
I agree.
Have you guys ever like pulled over because it was raining so hard, like it was like a whiteout, like completely?
I should have, but I didn't.
So you keep going.
I go very slow and just hope the person in front of me isn't stopped in the middle of the road.
That was eye-opening for me when I first moved here. I was like, holy guacamole, I've never seen rain this hard. And it was like 2 seconds, but still it was like, I can't see. Yeah.
I had a car with the defroster busted on it, and that was the worst when you get that fog on the inside of the window.
Oh, yeah. You're constantly wiping, like you're driving and wiping and looking.
Must have happened to you too.
Oh my God!
No, I drove Piso shits before.
Yabba dabba do.
That comes with every POS.
Yes, sir. Stock.
Yeah, it comes standard. No defrost.
Yeah, no defrost. Just keep wiping.
How big a POS is this? Yeah. Oh, no defrost.
Yeah. Okay. Have you stuck your head out of the car and drove it at the same time?
Ace Ventura style.
Yeah.
No, I haven't done that.
I had a car. If I drove through it had a hole in the floorboard. And if I drove through big puddles, it would actually shoot through the hole.
No way!
Yeah.
So you could actually use the restroom in your car, essentially.
Nice.
Pretty much.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it would be an awkward angle.
That would be a dream. Yeah.
That guy's up there texting.
He's like
no, he's not.
There was no texting in those days.
Oh, my God. That's funny. Well, if you use that in the car and you get a little crick in your neck, you might want to go to Lux Japanese Head Spa. That traffic report is brought to you by Lux Japanese Head Spa. Are you seeking a sanctuary where tranquility and meets rejuvenation? Look no further than Lux Japanese Head Spa in St. Augustine's premier destination for inspired wellness. Nestled in West St. Augustine, Lux Japanese Head Spa offers a serene escape just for moments from downtown. Their certified therapists blend ancient Japanese techniques with modern wellness practices to provide an exclusive transformative experience from your mind, body, and spirit. I love this. Indulge in a signature head spa treatment designed to promote scalp health, relieve tension, and stimulate hair growth. Immerse yourself in a soothing ambiance where every detail from calming aroma and essential oils to the gentle sounds of nature. It's thoroughly crafted and curated to enhance your relaxation. Check them out today, Lux Japanese Head Spa. They're incredible, and thank you so much for sponsoring that traffic report.
Traffic.
All right, let's get into the news here. We've got big pharma funds going towards new Epic Sober Living Village in St. Johns County. Okay. A new sober living village is coming to St. Johns County, offering a fresh start for those battling addiction. Thanks to funding from opioid settlement funds, the county is partnering with Epic Behavioral Healthcare to build a second Wind Village, a transitional housing community aimed at supporting people in recovery. For Chris Childers, the project hits close to home by saying, "I've died 4 times and I really shouldn't be here, but so honored and blessed for this moment." A recovering alcoholic, Childers has been in rehab 24 times, relapsing in 23 of those attempts. But today, his 4 years sober and helping others find the path. Second Wind Village will be built in Collier Heights near 312 Extension and will offer 32 beds for individuals working towards long-term sobriety. The community will provide structure, accountability, and peer support, key elements in maintaining recovery, obviously. Epic Behavioral Healthcare currently operates sober living homes, and program leader Gary Booth, who is also in recovery, says the model works. This is incredible. With the construction expected to begin soon, Second Wind Village is set to become the beacon of hope for those fighting and to reclaim their lives. How cool is this, Troy?
No, it's great. I mean, and focus on sobriety. I mean, that's, some of the other things fall into place.
So do you know anybody that's actually successfully gone through these programs and still...
Oh yeah. I know several people that are, I know several people that have successfully, and it's an ongoing thing. You're always working.
Right.
You're always working on your sobriety. And, it's one of those things when you get back your life, you don't want to go back there. And, there's things that trip you up and do those things, but there's people that are there with you that'll help you through it. And that's what makes those programs work is, having that community support, and it's so important. So, this is a great one for Epic. So
I think it's nice because there also is like mentoring program too that kind of is all tied into play here.
Yeah. Well, you're not the first person to be there.
Yeah.
And a lot of times you feel so alone, and programs like this kind of just make sure you're not alone in this fight. I've had friends that weren't successful getting through their sobriety, and I've lost them, and so there's a lot to lose here. So keep fighting for your sobriety.
Yeah, this project secured a significant funding of $2.8 million from the state legislature, $600,000 in county matching funds, along with $350K from the opioid settlement fund for land development. Epic hopes to break ground by the end of this year. That's going to be pretty awesome. And do you know any peeps that are working on this project?
Well, I know some people over at Epic. We have the group that we've helped
Angie,
out.
God bless her, amazing lady. Yeah, doing
So.
some great stuff. I love that, and I think this is going to be great. I'd like to see kind of more of them. I don't even know if 32 beds is enough, but I know it's a start. You kind of go through this with Veterans Village, right?
Well, the thing is you got to fill it up, and then it's almost one of those things. Well, you fill up these 32, and then you start looking on the next one.
Got it. So don't bite off more than you can.
Yeah, you got to be, you got to make sure you're taking care of the first crew.
Yeah.
Before you move to the next one.
Right.
So, there's probably a need for a bigger space, but a start, get this one successful, and then proof is in the pudding.
Yeah. You think that area over there by 312 is probably? Obviously the land.
Well, I think there's a room for some growth over there in the way they did the extension. And even that used to be our secret cut through through town, and now that's even backed up. So we have so many people here.
I know. All the secret roads are really not even secret anymore. I know. Well, that's good news for Epic. I know we had Melanie on from Epic yesterday as our co-host for the afternoon show, and she did hint about this project, so I'm glad that it's official and on the way for Second Wind Village. Very cool. All right, Gas Buddy Gas Report. We've got some gas prices in the area. If you guys are seeing some good gas prices, please put them in comments so we can report on this. But we've got the BP today leading the pack at 275. We've got the Racetrack over on US 1 South at 277. Speedway US 1 also at 277. We've also 7-Eleven at 278. Circle K over US 1 South, 278. We've got the Wawa that Tim is hopefully going to put us Couldn't put that in comments. We got Circle K on Beach Boulevard, $279. The Circle K on US 1 South, $279, and the Circle K on also 6750 US 1 South, $280. So, if you get in an argument over the price of gas, you might get in some major trouble. So, you might need to call the greatest, Chris Lucero Bail Bonds. Are you someone or you know in trouble with the law and need of immediate bail assistance? Look no further than Chris Lucero Bail Bonds. Their team of experienced professionals are available 24/7 to provide you fast and reliable bail services. They're ensuring that you and your loved one can get back to your normal life as soon as possible. Chris understands that this can be a stressful and overwhelming time, but this is why his team strives to make the bail process as easy and as straightforward as possible. Never forget this number, 904-822-BAIL. That's 904-822-2245. And we've got our live music report visited by Visit St. Augustine, performances all over our area on this Wednesday, February 19th. We've got Jim Lamb at the Milltop Tavern happening at noon. Also at noon, at 1, Smokin' Joe Shower at Tradewinds. At 1, Joshua Tennessee Worthy at Pierre's Pub. 2 o'clock is Brad Edwardson at Bin 39 Wine Bar. We also have 4:30, Reggie Starrett at the Milltop Tavern. We have Alan Arena, 5 o'clock at Fusion 904 Eatery. The Carpetbaggers. So exciting. They're awesome at Hurricane Grill and Wings at 5 o'clock. Shayla Nelson at Tradewinds at 5. Brett Blackshear at Old Coast Ales at 6. Caleb Joy at Harry's Seafood Bar and Grill at 6. Dharma. I know. Yeah, right? Casa Divino 57, 7 o'clock p.m. Matt Wilson at Cortesi's Bistro at 7. Bad Dog Mama at Pierre's Pub at 7. Oh, hey, Uncle Willie Nelson and family at the Amp is tonight, 7:30. You going to that, Troy?
I am not. I went several times to see Willie.
Yeah. Judging by that, you're like, I've seen enough.
Do you remember any of them?
Yeah, right?
Willie is an amazing and icon. If you have not seen him, I suggest you go see him now.
Yeah.
But he's getting up there, man. he's up there.
Also, if you have already seen Willie Nelson and want to do something else, at 8 o'clock, they have the Rolling Stones tribute band at Cafe 11.
Nice.
That actually sounds really fun.
Yeah, that does sound good.
All right. That music report is brought to us by Fidus Roofing. Fidus Roofing, your local roofing experts in St. Johns County. As master elite contractors, they take pride in every shingle they lay. What sets them apart is not just their building roofs, that they're building a better community. Fidus Roofing believes in giving back, and their commitment to St. Johns County shines through the support of various children's organizations like Big Brothers Big Sisters of St. Johns County, Tips for Kids coming up, the Boy Scouts, and Inc. investing in kids. With Fidus Roofing, you're not only getting a quality roof, but you're also investing in the future of these incredible organizations. Choose Fidus Roofing for top-notch service and a big heart for the community that give them a call today. 904-355-ROOF. Rick?
Pavers.
And gutters.
Ooh, nice on the gutter. Soft landing.
Yeah.
All right.
I pointed my toes.
You pointed your toes and puckered up. That's nice. Good. Keep it high and tight.
Yeah.
We've got a great story coming up. Retire your flag with honor. St. Johns County American Flag Rescue Program. The American flag is a powerful symbol of freedom, unity, and sacrifice. Over time, flags naturally wear out, but disposing of them should be done with respect and care. Fortunately, St. Johns County has dedicated a solution through its American Flag Rescue Program, ensuring that worn-out, damaged flags are retired with dignity they deserved. Honor tradition, the importance of flag retirement. Flag etiquette is outlined by the United States Flag Code, which emphasizes the respectful handling and retirement of the American flag. Okay, this is very, very full of falafel on these words here. But yeah, retiring a flag should be done properly, right?
Yeah, no, 100%. And
what are the rules of a flag?
Well, you can't just throw it in the garbage.
Right.
It has to be properly, there's a ceremony that comes along with it.
Okay.
And the disposing of the flag. I know the county's doing this right now, but usually you can take them down to the VFW. They have a flag drop-off. We used to have a drop-off at the old radio station, and then we would take them to the VFW. Now I'm kind of spoiled because I see Colonel Dudley quite a bit.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I give our flags to Colonel Dudley, and
Yeah.
he makes sure that they get disposed of properly. So, but don't just throw it in your garbage can. Be respectful and drop it off to the proper people so they can dispose of it properly.
What about this is horrible, I think so, in my opinion, but burning it would not be a good idea either, right?
Well, and that's usually a disrespect, but the beauty of our country is we're allowed to do that. Because we do have that free choice. A lot of other countries, you'd be thrown in jail for doing that. It's very disrespectful, in my opinion. But when I see someone burning the flag, I actually get thankful of we live in a country where they don't get killed for their stupidity.
Right. Yeah.
We're a country that don't kill stupid people.
Right.
So don't do that, but think.
My dad was always really serious about the American flag. Like we could never let it touch the ground. Like it was like there's a lot of like rules and regs.
I'm walking up Daytona International Speedway Road with the Florida Man flag not touching the ground, and I'm just acting all weird about it. So yeah, I've never even handled an American flag, and I feel the same way. It's so sacred, and you don't want to hold it at a wrong angle. It must fly the whole time.
Yeah,
you don't let it hit the ground.
That was one of the things I'm really happy for. Like when I was in patrols, we always had the rising and the because if you don't have a light on the American flag, you're supposed to take it down at night.
I didn't know that. That's an interesting one.
And there's you're supposed to fly the American flag slightly higher than all the other flags. The only state that doesn't do that is Texas. And it's because Texas, their flag was also their nation's flag, and that's the only one. I still think they should lower it. But that's the only state in the United States where the flags fly at even height.
Interesting.
What's your opinion on these patches I've seen, and some sheriff's officers have it where the flag is backwards?
Well, that's
not disrespectful.
No,
it's not.
That's actually the proper way for military and law enforcement. It's not backwards. That's the way it's supposed to be.
I always wonder that.
Like you'll see it, you'll look at the military, and they'll have it. When you look at it, you're like, oh, that doesn't look right.
Yeah, I thought so.
So that when they look in the mirror, it looks correct.
Yeah. When they're doing
like ambulance.
They're doing selfie checks.
That is not the truth.
500 feet away in my mirror.
So, and if you post a flag that's not flying, that's actually the way it's supposed to be.
Oh, right.
So,
okay.
There's so many flag protocols.
Yeah, but I like to learn about it because that's the right way to do this.
So many flag
I mean,
protocols.
I said the Pledge of Allegiance every day of my life right in school. It's like a thing. Like I want to make sure we pay homage.
And Kelly says the country's in distress. That's if the flag is upside down.
Right.
So
also something back in the day when people would go away from the army, they'd flip it upside down because they still have to have a belt buckle or still have to have certain things, but they would flip it upside down to show that they weren't with them or a sign of disrespect.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
That's a good call.
Wow.
I'm relearning.
Me too. It's all this secret code. I don't know.
Yeah. No. And what Ricky wasn't talking about the flags being upside down. He's talking about the patches on
inverted. Yeah.
And it looks like the stars are on the other side. So it's not upside down though.
Okay, gotcha.
So I'm sure everyone is busting on how they can participate if they have an old flag, but residents can easily participate by dropping off their old flags at 35, actually there's more than 35, American flag drop-off boxes. Oh, the county's providing them. They're located all over St. Johns County. These dedicated boxes are strategically placed at various government buildings, community centers, libraries, and other public facilities, making it convenient for everyone to contribute. So that's going to be awesome. You probably can check out the county's Facebook page and find out some different locations. I know Joy's in comments. I think she saw one at the VFW. So that's awesome. So that's going to make that easy for everybody because it does matter. It's, you show respect when
I need to get a hold of Veteran Services and get one at Veterans.
Oh, smart. Yeah, that'd be great.
Just get one at Veterans Village. I mean, we're right there on Anastasia. It would be an easy drop-off area.
Yeah. So that is easy.
I'll work on that. So I'm glad you did this story. That's it.
Oh, very nice. Well, thank Blake. He's the one that put this together at like midnight. God bless him.
After trivia.
After trivia, I know. I was thinking, I better go to bed. But then I woke up at 4 and I was like, there it was. Tried and true. But yeah, okay, awesome. So yeah, check that out. And if not, I'm sure Troy will get one over at Veterans Village.
I'll work on that.
That'll make it super easy for everybody.
And I'll announce when I have one there.
All right, we're moving into our Weird Wednesday story, sir. Over 1 million coolers recalled at Costco, Target, Amazon over fingertip amputation concerns. If you own an Igloo rolling cooler, you'll want to check the model. More than 1 million coolers have been recalled due to the dangerous safety issue of amputation. Or potential amputation. The U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission issued a recall on February 13th, warning that the toe handle on the Igloo's 90-quart flip and toe rolling coolers can pinch fingers, leading to amputation, fractures, and lacerations. So far, 12 injuries have been reported. The affected coolers were sold at Costco, Target, Academy Sports, Dick's, Amazon, and between January 2019 and January 2025. Igloo is not issuing refunds, but consumers can register for a free replacement handle at the Igloo recall page.
So this is where you push down the hand, like when you're pulling it and you push down the handle and you leave your fingers in there.
Right.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Yeah.
And they came in real fun colors too. I actually looked at this cooler. I was like, that's dope. I liked it.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
We warned you.
No, that's a rough thing to find in a cooler is a couple fingers.
Yeah.
At least it'll stay cool on ice so you can get it put back on.
True story. That's a John Wayne Bobbitt true story right there. Yeah. Don't lose your digits.
Classic history.
Yeah.
Right? Classic history.
And you said they were sold at Dick's.
Yes,
so.
they were, right? Exactly. Half off.
You're a good cut.
Yeah. Just a little off the top.
So check if your cooler is part of the recall. You can visit the CPSC website or contact Igloo directly at 888-943-5182. Hey, Troy, the Solomon Calhoun Community Center, they have a football field that's being renovated. This is awesome. The Solomon Calhoun Community Center will see 2 phases of renovations in its existing facilities. The project's construction contract was approved by St. Johns County Board of County Commissioners at its regular meeting on February 4th. The first phase includes replacing the football field's grass turf with synthetic turf and improving the associated drainage system. This is pretty exciting. The $2.1 million budget for this construction work is estimated to begin spring 2025 and completed by fall of 2025. Troy, tell us about this.
All right. So when Solomon Calhoun's, obviously, it's very close and dear. I mean, it's a project Greg White, the CRA, and Parks and Rec when I was there worked on. And it's a beautiful center. If you haven't been there, it's absolutely beautiful. It's got a gymnasium. It has a pool. The football field is right there, just around the little corner there from the gymnasium. I'm a big proponent of artificial turf fields, because we have such a large volume of. I might nerd out on some grass stuff here, so
Let's go.
I'm apologizing right now.
We have cows in comments.
And the reason artificial turf fields save us money, and it sounds like a big number, a regular turf field would cost to repair about $400,000-$500,000 each time you did regular grass, which is the Bermuda grass, and you have to do that almost every year.
Yeah.
So this $2 million, this field's going to last about 15 years.
Yeah.
And then they'll only have to resurface the carpet at that point.
Mm-hmm.
So it really saves a lot of money. On a grass field, you can only get about 300 hours of play for the year, and we have so many people. I mean, if you guys have ever seen a soccer field or the soccer field out at Gamble Rogers, it's absolutely slammed with people.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of hours, a lot of little feet just tearing up the grass and stuff like that. The turf lasts, and the turf, like on a day like today, if it stops raining, you can play on that turf field immediately.
Oh, wow.
You play on a grass field, you can't.
So it absorbs the water.
Well, that's the disbursement of the second part of that.
Okay.
Is the drainage system of it that comes along with it. So we put in, I think in 2007, 2008, we put in 6 or 7 artificial turf fields around the county. I think we were had the most turf fields of any public park system.
Really?
And those are still working the exact same that they did. They've had to replace the carpets at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But it to me, I made a couple of good decisions, and that was one that I really fought for during the recession, we had a big bond issue, and they kind of drained all our money, and I put it into artificial turf fields. And I mean, when I drive by one, I still feel like, oh gosh, thank goodness we did that.
Yeah, I mean, it's super smart.
You know, and I'm glad that this group understands and sees the value, because that's really, really, to me, a smart way to use the money. It's an efficient way to use the money.
Is the construction process difficult?
It is. I mean, it's kind of like putting layers on a cake to make sure your drainage is right. Because if you don't do that, if you don't get like any building, if you don't get the base right, it's going to fail. So it does take a little bit of time, and that's why it sounds like it's such an expensive thing, but it is worth it.
Yeah.
Well, over time too, and correct me if I'm wrong, you don't have to water concrete. You got to water grass.
You do.
You're saving money on water as well to keep the maintenance.
100%. 100%. You don't mow it.
Yeah, that would be a waste of time.
You don't have to mow it, so you save on equipment. You save on manpower.
Yeah,
you save the. I mean,
what is maintenance then? Do you have to power spray it every once in a while?
You have to fluff the beads.
Oh, excuse me.
So there's like a little.
I want to be a fluffer.
There's a little machine that you ride behind it, because
like a Zamboni.
The beads almost like it, but it has like little fingers, and it picks up the little beads. It slides between the grass
what
fingers.
A fun job.
And it keeps it from getting really hard.
That's cool.
When
it's like a hairbrush.
In the 80s, the artificial baseball fields that I played on were basically just outdoor carpet on concrete, and they were awful.
Yeah.
I mean, these are very high tech, safe for kids. Really, the only setback is because it does get so hot here. The temperature on those fields is about 4 or 5 degrees hotter.
Okay. So is that a thing? Like, how do you mitigate that? Anything?
Well, you got to hydrate, and you got to minimize. You don't stay on there for hours on end.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, would you provide shading or no? Is that getting a little bit too much?
Not really.
Okay.
I mean, because you can't really. I mean, that would be very, very, very expensive to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, this is awesome. Then that's really super cool. So yeah, that's check that out, Solomon Calhoun Community Center, if you want some more information on that. But yeah, this is going to be a great upgrade. Well, that's going to last forever.
That'll definitely help the football team over there in the fall in the West Augustine area. And
does it translate to all sports? Like,
it is.
Okay.
It's. I mean, and we don't really put in football fields. We put in multi-purpose fields. So the fields that you put in, usually you have them lined with football, soccer, and lacrosse. And you can minimize.
Not baseball. I was waiting for you to say that.
No, well, I mean, there's baseball, but baseball doesn't have the wear and tear that these other sports do. Because in baseball, you have one area where the outfielder stands, one area where there's not like a constant like train of little feet running back and forth. So
chasing a soccer ball around.
Yeah.
Baseball, like if you have an artificial field in baseball, like one of the new trends is to just do the infield, and then the outfield stays grass.
Oh, okay.
So that's kind of a trend. And the Field of Dreams fields are artificial, but those are similar to the old school artificial where a wheelchair can roll on it fairly easily.
So as an athlete, and you had to play on a grass field versus an artificial, which one did you prefer?
I can tell you this, hitting wise, I preferred hitting on an artificial field, playing defense on, because you got really nasty rug burns on the old turf. I never played on the new turf. I was already aged before the turf. I'd aged out of playing. I
think I was too.
Yeah.
I remember the hard ones you're talking about.
Yeah.
You didn't even want to play on it.
Right.
And so it was tough on defense, but on offense, it helped your batting average quite a bit, because you could hit a ball that would get through the infield on a regular. It was a lot faster.
Right.
Turf was a lot faster.
What is Flagler? Is that turf still? What is that?
I think their infield is, and their outfield.
So they went the hybrid.
I think they're with that hybrid.
Yeah.
So.
What do you think of that? Do you like that idea?
I like it. First time I played on a field like that was at they used to have an amusement park called Boardwalk and Baseball.
Mm-hmm. So
when I was at Flagler, we opened for the minor league team that was playing there, like when they opened the stadium.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's an interesting concept. I mean, you still got to hit the base. In baseball,
right, yeah.
In baseball, it's more the one-on-one batter to hitter.
Right.
fields are important, but some of these other ones just take so much wear and tear. I mean, a football field or a rugby, because they can use rugby also, destroy the field in certain areas, like around the goal line in football is always messed up. Soccer and lacrosse is a little more spread out, but football is kind of down the center of the field, and it's always, especially in youth sports, they don't spread the field like you see in the pros.
Right.
It's more of a
more condensed.
It's more of 22 little kids just scrumming together in the middle of the field.
Yeah. Just curious about of all the different fields that you've played on. Do you have like a specific favorite one?
I love the field where Stetson plays. I mean, it was kind of nostalgic to me. It was an old stadium. It was built like in like the 1920s.
Oh wow!
And
like Coliseum.
It had like the wooden grandstands. I always loved that stadium.
It's still in existence to this day.
They've now renovated it and turned it in the other direction. It's more modern now.
Pissed.
There's a stadium in Sanford the same way that was an old Florida State League baseball stadium with the wall. I like the nostalgia, and it kind of gives you that Wrigley Field.
Yeah.
That
Chicago,
field, or the Fenway, kind of that old school stadium. And I loved playing in those type of stadiums.
Yeah,
more than I did the more modern ones.
Interesting. Cool. Well, there you go. This is gonna be exciting times.
So,
how do you want to check the comments today, sir?
On this wet Wednesday, I will wander through the wacky witticisms of our watchers.
And while you do that, I'm going to shout out one of our favorite human beings, Christy Lawrenson of Bates, Hewitt, and Floyd. They are the standards set for your home. It's more than just a home. It's where your memories are made. They provide peace of mind and insurance to protect your biggest investments. Having a reliable local insurance agency like Bates, Hewitt, and Floyd for over 50 years of expertise in homeowners insurance, auto, commercial, and benefits can be a valuable asset in navigating the unpredictable insurance market. They have expertise to help you find the right coverage for your needs. We're going to talk to her this afternoon at 3. Christy Lawrenson is readily available at their St. Augustine office. She's got exclusive things she's going to be talking to us about today. I'm very excited to dive into this conversation because I love that she gives us the information before the whole world gets it. This is going to be awesome. If you want to talk to Christy before 3, give her a call, 904-794-5455. Again, ask for Christy. She's incredible, and I know they're hiring over there at BHF, so if anyone's looking for a job, we're going to talk about that at 3 as well. Also, St. Augustine Handy House. Looking for the perfect custom or prefab portable building? They've got a she shed on sale. It's slightly used, but super great price. Check that out on their Facebook pages. Look no further than St. Augustine Handy House. Proudly owned by the world famous great Troy Usina, conveniently located in St. Augustine. The family owned operated business has been serving community since 1988. Whether you're looking for a shed, a barn, an office space, a carport, assisted living for your mom, St. Augustine Handy House has the highest rated handy house structures in the industry. We love them so much. Go check them out. They've got some great deals. 904-823-9092. All right, Troy, what you got?
All right, so we got Wawa at $2.79, Costco at $2.88. I saw a thing out there for Buc-ee's at $2.99. So come on, Buc-ee's, get it with the program.
What are they doing?
All right. As far as spirit animals, I think Kenny figured out his, a wildcat.
All right. Yes,
and
that's definitely Kenny. Yep.
7-Eleven, I guess on the island is at $3.19.
Yikes.
Everyone agrees Texas should lower their flag a little bit.
Really?
Get with the program.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should call.
I'm scared of them. I don't say nothing to those people over there. My godchildren are there. I haven't heard them in years.
Florida.
Just kidding.
Florida man will stand their ground.
Yeah, true.
They don't want to come in this swamp.
Yeah, they get nervous. Yeah, go big, go home.
A lot of people are upset with my weather report because I did not mention how moist it is out there.
I woke up today. I'm like, oh, he's going to say the M word today. Definitely.
Pete's not here, too.
And Pete's not here.
But it's not as much fun when I say moist and he doesn't roll his eyes.
Seize up.
Yeah. He gets all grumpy about it.
Yeah, he doesn't like the mac and cheese noise either.
Yeah.
All righty.
I don't think anybody does.
I do. It relaxes me, and that's all that matters. Stoidum stat, Troy.
All right, so Stoidum stat, on this day, February 19th in 1945, this is the day that the Marines actually stepped foot onto Iwo Jima. We had been bombing it for almost 2 months, and there was 20,000 troops kind of burrowed into the island of Iwo Jima, and we went after it because we needed this to kind of end the war in Japan. And it took us about a month to get there, and that's in March is when you see that very famous flag raising statue of Iwo Jima, and it's special to me because this is one of the islands that my grandfather was on. He wasn't in the battle. He was a bulldozer guy, so he got to see all the aftermath.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not fun. Did he have to clean up all day after?
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's a different world. That's why they're the greatest generation. So.
That's a tough one. I'll never look at pepperoni pizza the same now. Craving delicious pizza in St. Augustine? Look no further than St. Augie's Pizza. They'll definitely clear it out for your stomach. They are located on the corner of King and Riberia. We love them so much. Say hi to Augie and the fan from us. I'm sure some of us will be down there today at some point.
I'm pretty sure I'm having dinner there tonight.
It's definitely the go-to spot.
I'm good. Augie gets worried if I'm not there twice.
I know. Yeah.
Like, are you doing okay?
Yeah. You didn't like it last time. No. I loved it. Oh my God. Well, get your butt in here. Yeah. Amazing people, amazing pizza. Go check them out, St. Augie's Pizza. Plugs, Troy.
Just be careful on the road. All right. It's take your time. It's not worth it. I know you're like trying to rush to whatever you're trying to get to and make sure you get it done in time. But you know what? Make sure you make it there safe.
And I'm going to give a plug out to the Florida Man Games. If you don't have your outfit prepared and ready, I'm going to be thoroughly disappointed. I want to see us showing up and showing out at the Florida Man Games. So send me some questions if you need some wardrobe advice. You can always cut a sleeve off and you'll fit right in.
I might have some wardrobe changes.
Good, I love it.
I'm struggling with which way I'm going to go with some of these things. So,
that's going to be great. That's going to be great.
I might have to do some wardrobe changes and see if people even notice.
That'll be fantastic. And calling all lot lizards, I'm definitely throwing a party in the parking lot. So I'll see you out there soon. See you at 3. Bye, boo.